No, they are both retired. I still talk to Nemo every once in a while. Grimco, I seen, probably about 4 or 5, maybe 6 months ago. He's still around, but he's harder to get a hold of than Nemo. Ooh, RS-25. Races of the Fiery Night Reserve. Wow. The best DPS in WoW? Or the best... Are we talking just strictly meter-wise? Because strictly meter-wise, it's Warrior. Can't farm gold to save my life? What do you mean, can't farm gold to save your life? It's easy. Farming gold is easy. Oh, we do have winter stress. OS 10, I'm already saved. IC 25, saved. Talk 25 normal, saved. I swear these Horde just sit here and just kill any alliance that come out here to fish. I'm gonna go ahead and quit my fishing pole now. Mm-hmm. And I was born last night, dumbass warrior. Like, they have nothing better to do. Isn't PvP the most dumbest thing on Warmane? You come out here and you gank people and you just prevent them from doing stuff that we're eventually gonna do anyways, so what's the fucking point? I don't understand. Like, what... And PvP on Warmane is so busted, so it makes no sense whatsoever. Imagine this is your life on Warmane. Just because this happens to be the daily today. Of course, there's just tons of Horde here. If you're talking the funnest DPS to play, I'm going to say it's either Feral or Affliction Warlock. If you're talking about who can pull the best numbers, it's Warrior. Blood DPS is still busted on Warmane, though. Dancing Rune Weapon still is not working correctly. Jesus Christ, there's like 10 Horde down there. Oh yeah, I always donate my Valinars. I'm never, ever, 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 ever doing that quest ever again. Everyone can kiss my ass. That quest is stupid. First of all, you have to have a guild in order to do 1 or 0 light Yogg. You have to do it. You have to do the quest on. Sure, you can collect the 30 shards. I'm not sure if you can on Warmane. Okay, so this is the last I knew on Warmane. You could collect the shards from Ulduar, 30 of them. And you could open a ticket. And then through that ticket, you could say, hey, I have the fragments, and they would send you the Valinor. There was also, at one point in time on Warmane, the entire quest line for Valinor was working. And if you instead did the quest line, you got the Feat of Strength as well. But if you donate for it or get it, do it the Shard way, you do not get the Feat of Strength for the mace. I don't know who's tanking this, but let's get it going. And the tank disappeared. Don't need them anyways. I'll just Druid heal it. Druid tank it too. I'm a tank and a healer at the same time. You boys don't need a tank, he said, and then he just up and left. Oh, oh I love it. Excuse me. Goodness, come on. I'll tank it. Let's go. Well, yeah, any bested slot rogue is going to come in one-shot me in PvE gear. Let me get PvP gear, and rogues are just like annoying flies on you. They can't hurt you, they can't touch you, there's nothing that rogues can do to you. Warriors can't do anything either when they Blade Storm. Let's see, what other classes are stupid against Restoration Druid? Oh, Hunters suck. Boomkins, they're the worst against Restoration Druid. They don't do anything. And then you have... Our biggest problem has always been Warlocks. Warlocks, mages don't do dick against us, although they got some nice burst, but mages can't do dick against you. What are you gonna do to me as a rogue? You're gonna put your poisons on me and I'll just fucking take your poisons right off. And you're gonna stun me and slow me and stun me and slow me, and I'll just put up fucking thorns and watch you just get stunned and slowed 1,000,001 times. I do not mean to cast Regrowth again, but whatever. Just line of sight the mobs. There's DK. Well, they just ticked off of me, they can't hit me. Hilarious. Come on. I tell you, I don't need a tank. I am a tank and a healer at the same time. Let's go. Come on. I'm a hybrid. It's a new class on Moormain. It's called the Tree Tank. I would disable World PvP. I wish I could. Like, World PvP is just annoying at this point in time. Or just make it for, like, certain zones. True PvP, one-on-one, you're not going to beat a Restoration Druid. It's impossible. Shamans can beat us. But since nobody really plays it, there's some people that play Ellie. Anything that can remove my hots. So, Shaman Purging, Priests that can remove magic. Mages can spell steal, so you do have to worry about that. I don't think we can't kill mages. It's Restoration Druid. It's just not going to happen. But you got to be careful with spell steal, because if they spell steal your Vate, you can outlast them. But if they spell steal a Vate, it's pretty well GG. Excuse me. Yeah, but that's on 30 buff. Okay, I'm trying to catch up on messages, sorry. From Alliance, I won for Loki, we go to Sourfang, Blood DK, Bis, finish 35k DPS. Yeah, it's 35%. Or 30% buff. I don't care what happens on 30 buff. I've really only play ICC for 0 buff. I'll do it, you know, in pugs and stuff like that. I could care less what DPS people pull in 30 buff. No offense, it's just 30 buff, it's a joke. 0 buff is where it's at. Not even 0 buff's a joke, in all honesty. Come on, pull more than this. I'm getting bored. Wait, if I beat you, if you beat me in 1v1, I would. You want me to delete my character? Delete my chat PvP gear? I don't even have PvP gear yet. This character has 0 PvP gear, none, zilch, nada. I don't even have Relentless. I have nothing. DK, why don't you drop a Death and DK here? Okay, or not. Just let the rogue do it. Fan of Knives. Now, granted, it has been years since I've done PvP, but it's still a joke. Nobody knows what the heck they're doing. I love when the Warriors Bladestorm. To me, that's my favorite. Warrior comes in, just Bladestorms. Oh, I just go Cheetah and just run away from him. He can't catch me with Bladestorm. Oh, Rogue pops on me? What happens when I just keep rooting you and then you burn your trinket on my first root? Okay, now you're just rooted for the second time in a row and there's nothing you can do. And just run away. Heal up. Remove your poisons. And just laugh at you all the way. If you don't have a way to... If you don't have a way to remove my Innervate from me, it's going to be a never-ending fight that you'll eventually lose. Any class that can get rid of a druid's Innervate can beat a druid. You don't have that ability, you're screwed. Come on. I don't know why I'm doing 5-mans, but whatever. Come on, DK. Let's go. Pull the boss. My max PvP... Oh, God. My PvP rating... I haven't PvP'd since... This was Molten WoW. And I forget what we got to. It was 23 something. 23 something is what we ended up getting to. It was me and Warrior. You don't have to death grip him. Actually, me having him back here is actually better, but whatever. I think we were high 2300s. I remember I had this stupid achievement for it. And that was the last time I PvP'd. 2015. Because then all the scripters took over. Oh shit. Meld. Nice Abacus proc though. Assuming that's an Abacus proc. How many times have scripters been banned and then they just make new accounts and just get rebanned, and it's just... PvP is a joke. Does Warming still do their PvP tournaments where they actually pay out? Because I thought they stopped doing that because of the amount of hackers and cheaters and stuff that was going on. The amount of scripting that was going on. Like when the Molten Internet... Well, back when it was Molten WoW. Molten International Tournament, I believe it was number 3 or 4. That the top group, they were from a guild that they thought this other guild thought they were hot shit, and then it came out that they were scripting and they had paid, no, they were not scripting. They had paid. This is before. This is back when Arena Tournament was still around, before it became BlackRock here on Warmade. They had paid Arena Tournament players to come here, and that was the one that Soda Poppin and Bajira hosted. They were doing the commentary on it, and they ended up getting banned because they paid AT players to come here and play their accounts. Like, there's always been a level of cheating on Warmane when it comes to PvP at the high end. If you're just playing just for casual, sure, there's not a whole lot of scripters and things you're going to run into unless they're leveling up their rankings, but at the high end, yeah, it's not even worth it. There's too many people scripting and doing random shit. I wouldn't want to play it. It would just discourage me as a player. Yeah, and everyone knows best what the best comp is. It's HPAL Warrior. Always has been, always will be. Just like the best 3s comp is either PMR or you have some spell cleave. That's always been the best 3s comp.
Run out.
Disperse soon. Yep, there we go. Run, boys. Where's the mage at? Oh. It's all following me anyways. Oh, maybe not. When are they ever going to fix this boss? I made a bug report on this, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. Ironar still doesn't work correctly like he should. No, you can't one-shot a best in slot warrior in PvP gears. It's not gonna happen. Especially wearing plate armor. Yeah, no. But Warmane's PvP is just not for me. I'll do BGs. I think BGs are still fun, although it's so annoying to watch BGs on Warmane. Nobody plays them correctly. Not a single person plays the Battlegrounds correctly on Warmane, which is hilarious, considering how it, like, people don't understand how honor apparently works in the game. Like, you do realize, oops, that if you win the Battleground, you actually get more honor than if you were just sitting in the middle and farm HKs. But people in Warmane are stupid, and they just farm HKs because I think that is a better way to get honor, and it's not. Actually, you get like triple the honor if you were to hurry up and win the BG quickly instead of just farming the mid, like on AV here on Warmane. So people here are very stupid. I think the honor kills give more honor when winning the BG gives more honor. And everyone's strategies in BGs, I doubt has changed, because I was still playing BGs before my account lost my main account. Okay, so the strategy in BGs was like for like AB, just run around and not defend anything. Let's just not defend a single thing. Let's just run around like a pack of wild retards and just keep capping stuff and never defending anything. You know, if you just cap something and you leave like 3 or 4 people there, it's very hard for the Horde. The Horde has to move their whole team, probably, to dislodge you. Or they got to move a large portion of their team to dislodge 3 or 4 players defending an area. And you should always go for Lumber Mill first, because it's the most easily, I wouldn't say defended. The most easy, oh, I'm going to get pummeled here, aren't I? It's the most easily placed to launch attacks from. Especially since everyone has rocket boots, it's easy to just parachute off the edge and get to, you can go left, you can go right, you can go center. Nobody ever really focuses on Lumber Mill like they should. And that's just AV. AV is a whole other story. I think I talked about that the other day in the stream. How AV is totally played wrong here on Warmane. It has been for years. In retail, I never lost an AV. Never, not a single time as Alliance. Alliance should dominate AV. They have an actual quicker path to Galv than the Horde do to Belinda. And why the Horde decide to sit there right in front of Galv's room and wreck the Alliance every time is beyond me. And the fact that nobody knows how to play against multi-boxers on this realm is just appalling. Oh, look, the guy over here, let's pretend this mob right here is a multi-boxer, okay? Instead of waiting for your pals to come, no, I'm going to take them solo. Yes, you're going to take on 7 elemental shamans solo. That sounds like a great idea. If I had a nickel for every time I saw a retard charging into a pack of multi-boxers by themselves, or like 2, mind you, the multi-boxers got like 7 accounts. And there's like 3 people who think they could take it on. Like, you do realize you're 7v3ing it. Like, it's just not, that's just a recipe for disaster. And then you guys get on the forums and complain about multi-boxers, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, you just try to take one on 3v7. That's just not going to work. Or you tried to solo a multi-boxer 1v7. Like, it's just, no. The amount of stupidity that people have when it comes to how, like, what you can and cannot do against multi-boxers is hilarious. I already have, let's see, don't need, not disenchant. What did I get? I get the stupid patient title, don't tell me. Yes. Just what I wanted, the patient. I'm wearing that title the rest of my life. No shit. Are the Hordes still out here? Like, for real, are they still out here fucking around? Oh, there's some Druid multi-boxers out here. Thank you, Druid multi-boxer. I was just talking about multi-boxers. Thank you very much for joining. And coming out here to... Can I just, like, fish in peace? Please, for the love of God. Hey, there we go. Is that your rogue, by the way? Is that the rogue you're talking about? Let me see. Oh, Deathbringer's Will, STS. Frostbrood, sorry. Ashen Band, yep. Well, this is PvE wise then. Ah, yes. Full Bist and slot Rogue. I don't remember what Bist for Rogue is, to be quite honest with you. So if I'm wrong, I don't know. That is fucking Fluffy's territory. Fluffy's the one who wrote the guides on Rogue on Warming, so I defer to him. There is one thing. I need to talk to Fluffy, too. I would really love to see... I know he's busy doing college stuff right now. I just talked to him the other day. First of all, I need to go see him in Germany, since he came here to America to visit with us. Secondly, I would love to see him... I know he's not going to be enthused about it, but I would love to see his Wrath server get released, since it is the only Wrath server I know of to date that has a fully functional, fully scripted ICC and Ruby Sanctum. This Druid multi-boxer's just chasing Horde off. I fucking love you. Looks good though, man. Oh yeah, that thing could destroy me in half a second right now. Let me get some PvP gear. I think I actually, what do I, oh, Emblems of Triumph. Can I use Emblems of Triumph to buy the lower tier ones? Whatever the lower PvP ones are. And I will get into PvE, or PvP. I will do PvP this time around. I don't know if I'll do 2s or 3s, but I will definitely do some BGs. I love playing BGs as Boomkin, though. A full best-in-slot PvE Boomkin. Awesome. Starfall. Oh my god. A PvE Boomkin. A fully geared PvE best-in-slot Boomkin. As long as I don't get touched and I can stay way back, I just shit on everyone. Doesn't matter what your resilience is. Pop Starfall, hit you with Starfire, you're fucking dead. Instantly. Like, there's just nothing you can do. Multi-boxing changed. You're allowed to box 5 accounts for PvP, and PvE, it's the raid size limit. See, I always thought that this whole thing on multi-boxing on Warming, it's never going to go away. People grief over it all the time. It's the dumbest thing ever. It was allowed in retail. It should be allowed here. It's so easy to get around multi-boxers. It's so easy. People don't understand that... Okay, back in the day... I say back in the day, before they changed multi-boxing, you know how many ABs or Warsong Gulches I would join, and it would just be... Because Warsong Gulch is only 10 players, and AB's 15, right? There'd always be a 10-boxer Druid back then on the Horde side. There was a couple other boxers. There was a 7-boxer Ellie Shaman. There was a 7-boxer Affliction Warlock. I'm trying to think who else was boxing. Somebody else was boxing something else. But those were like the main boxers I always seen. And there was video of me going against the 7-boxer, and he couldn't kill me. that one was good. And then there was, I think there's another video of me going against the Druid boxer. You're not gonna kill the Druid boxer, I know that much. Well, anyways, he I don't know how many Warsong Gulches I'd queue into, and he'd be the only one queuing. And it's like, dude, all he would do is sit mid, and you could just outrun him. You could cap the flag, you could defend your flag, all he would do is sit mid and farm honor, and these stupid idiots would just run there and try to kill him. Like, hey, if you just win the BG, you do realize we get more honor, like, than just farming HKs, and then watching my teammates, like 3 of them at a time, just try to charge in there, it was just stupid. And then when he would join AB, you could just outmaneuver him, because 3/4 of the, or 2/3 of the raid group for AB was him, and he could only be in one place at one time. He can't split his characters up. They all follow each other. So, sure, they might go cap the blacksmith or whatever, Then you could just go back and recap it when he's somewhere else because there's only 5 other Horde players to hold and defend. And if your whole team is grouped up, they just would run over them. Like, going against Boxers is... There's strategies to use against Boxers, there really are. And people on Warmane just don't do it for whatever reason. I don't know why I flew in there. Let me get rid of this stupid Gobi. Don't need you. Please be the stupid fishing hat. No. Instead, I get a crafted star. What raids are going on? ICC 10, I'm still not saved for that yet. In the Bane run. Buy some Primordial Serenite? What's Primo's going for right now? Primo should be down to about either below 1k. Like, I remember after Squish, they were down to 750 at one point in time. I don't remember which year, which Squish. Blah, blah, blah. Good lord. I don't remember which Squish that was, but Primos were pretty low at one point in time. This house is dry today. I need to turn the heater down. It's supposed to be nice out today. Crusader Orbs. People still buying Crusader Orbs for what? Making 245 here? I guess. Primordial Serenite. Let's see. Oh, they're down for 5. They're down to 500 gold. Wow. And there's a million of them too, aren't there? Oh yeah. How many? 342 total Primordial Serenites. Where's just a fucking stack? What's a stack going for these days? Oh, there's 10s. Don't they stack to 20 though? I'm pretty sure they stack to 20. Do they not? There we go. Wow. The only reason to buy Primos is to patterns. BOE crafting stuff, sure, I guess. Or if you're doing the Shadowmourne quest, that's about it. Ooh, oh, my Icarus Sack of Wonder over here. So now I've got Stiffened Corpse, Harbinger's Bone Band, and Professor's Bloody Smock sitting in here. Lots of dumb stuff I need to get out of the bank. God, I wish they had unbanned my accounts. You could see my old guild banks, just how full they were, full of shit. Just full of absolute garbage. Like, why am I holding? Oh, these are all feral, aren't they? This is my feral set that I have yet to throw on one of these days. The Boomkin piece. I'm holding on to that for unknown reasons. This can go. Unless I need it for... I could use it for Boomkin. I might not delete it yet. Put this over here. Why are these in here? Just pull that crap out and just sell it. That's for Molten Core. Ooh, Pristine Black Diamonds. If you're doing the Hand of Sulphurous quest, you need those too. Pristine Black Diamonds still sell for decent. You can see that's stuff you can farm that people will actually spend on. Where's Pristine Black Diamonds? Black Diamond. Really, they're only going for. What's the stack of them going for? Oh, they didn't even have a stack. Most is being sold as 2. Wow, somebody's really undercutting the market here. So if I did that, is that it on pristine black diamonds? That's all there is? Wow. See, here's a market you can easily corner. Buy all these out. It's going to cost you maybe 300 gold and then just restart reselling them. Because people will go and buy that shit for sulfurs. I'm going to do the quest line to get the legendary mace from Ragnaros. Wow, those used to go for a lot more. I need to take these to Lich King next time I go to do a Lich King run. See if these still work on Lich King. I can't believe I got Super Simeon Sphere. I took forever to get my main last time. Here on this time around, got it no time. 2 Scrolls of Deception still in here. If I ever want to go get my transmog again. Yeah, you gotta have it for Shadow's Edge, and which leads into fucking Shadowmourne. Yeah, and 40-man raids... 40-man raids boxers are different in that regard. Well, they're cheap now because the squish just happened, what, a few days ago? Last week? Beginning of... You know, the squish happened this beginning of this week. That's why they're so cheap right now. Everything's super fucking cheap. In fact, while I'm thinking about it... Wow. I'm honestly surprised nobody's cornered this market. Yeah, I'm buying you out. Anyone selling these for under 500 gold right now is a moron. Okay, that's now those are stupid prices. But if you're selling stacks of, I bought the auction house completely out of mana potions the 2 weeks before. Now, mana potions, runic mana potions should go for about 1k before the squish stack. And after the squish, if you sell them like the week, 2 weeks before, a month before, if you can keep up with the auction house, you can resell those for 3k a stack, and people will buy the living daylights out of them, and you'll just keep the same, you're doubling your gold. I don't understand why people aren't doing it. What's Flask of the Frostworm going for right now? Whoops. I cannot type today. Frostworm. I don't remember how to spell. There we go. W-Y. Holy moly. What's a stack going for? It used to be like, I don't know, 3-5k, something like that. Don't get me wrong, there's crazy money in Flask, but no, they're going for 3k. Yeah. That's about right. Even after squish, that's about right. What's up, Dom? Yes, if you buy... my strategy has always been this. Look, people ask me all the time how I made my gold, how I kept my gold. Actually, here, let me do this. Where am I? Yeah, hi, sorry. People always ask me how I made my gold. I cornered the market on mana potions, flasks. There's too many people running Flask Master. You're never going to be able to control that market, but nobody runs Potion Master, or a very limited amount of people run Potion Master. The way I always made my money was through controlling the potion market. Like, where's Wild Magic? So Potion of Wild Magic. I had a full tab in my bags filled with the haste pots. So yeah, Potion of Wild Magic still there. What's the haste one? Speed. Potion of Speed, isn't it? Potion of Speed? What do you believe? Yes. Wow. But I believe potion, because you're going to use more potions than you are flasks, since flasks last so long. I believe the moneymaker is in potions, not in flasks. What's the... Jesus, man, for 5 of them, it's going for 1,000 gold. And if you're in a min-max guild, a guild that's actually min-maxing, you're going to go and get these. Especially if you anybody, pretty much any caster is going to want haste. Ferals want haste. Tons of classes want haste potions. Wild Magic's more like Boomkin, Mage, etc., etc. I'm trying to think what else there is. Oh, and then there's the armor potions, Potion of Speed, Wild Magic, Runic Mana potions. I think those are the 4 that everyone picks up. For me, Potion Master was the way to go. And then, not Ice Thorn, what's the other one? Lich Bloom. So, Lich Bloom. I used to control the Lich Bloom market on Warmane too. What are they going for a stack right now? 655 total. Wow, must be a lot of single stacks. So you don't bother with the single stack stuff because the prices are usually outrageous. Yeah, that's just... I wish I could show more results. This is annoying. I really need to get my auction bullshit put back on for add-on wise. Wow, that's it. I could get these to sell for 5k a stack after Squish. I used to control this part of the market too. Well, looks like somebody is. Rifa and Use. They're selling stacks. There's quite a bit of stacks in here, actually. But that used to be my niche part of the market. I used to control that because flasks and potions are always going to be something that gets used by everybody if you're trying to push max. It gets used all the time. So a lot of people will... It's not like glyphs where as soon as you glyph your character, you're never going to buy another glyph ever again. We still have flight paths to get. Don't go in the world, I get stream sniped, and it won't be the first time. Back when, back when me and the wife were playing together, we got stream sniped pretty bad, I think, one night in Red Ridge Mountains. We just kept getting nuked. I'll let him one-shot me. VOA 25. Already saved. I need a VOA 10. What? TOGC 10 Demon Retry. What does that mean? Exactly. Demon Retry. Draxus? Whatever. Oh, sorry, I should have checked for you. I didn't read that. Could you check the epic level 70 staffs? There's one from Dune Kazakh in there. Oh, sorry. I just now read that. Selling 6.4 Fury Warrior 18s is PvE year 4. Jesus. Was this a sales stream now? Look, I played Warrior from vanilla to TBC. I'll never play Warrior again. The bane of my existence in TBC was a Restoration Druid. Pillar humping, and you could not... There's nothing you could do against... Like, the top 2's teams back in TBC were Restoration Druid and Fury Warrior. And when Wrath came out, I was like, I love playing melee DPS, so I went DK. DK ended up being my main through Wrath, and then my alt was Restoration Druid. And then when I came to Warmane, I was like, well, fuck the DK. I've played that to death. I'm going to play Restoration Druid. I will have to get my DK built back up. I do want my Blood DK back. I miss my Blood DK. I miss having my other Druid. I gotta make another Druid. I have a second Druid. He's level 74. I need to get that one up. I need to finish leveling it. And that will be my other backup Restoration Druid and probably my backup Boomkin. But that will be... it'll be MS Boom. Because I'm going to go get Engineering on it. Engineering and JC. But if I do that, I should probably make it Boomkin Feral. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Is it the Insane title? I thought the... no. Oh, okay. It's the Ore. It's that, yeah, I got it confused. It's not Sulphurous. Yeah, it's the Insane title. Which I was actually close to getting done. Before I lost that account. So, where is... Molten Core. The Ore... Where's Trash Mobs? Random... Okay, Trash Mobs. Trash Mobs will drop... Oh, stop it. Anyways, the Trash Mobs drop that, the purple ore, the Elementium ore. That's what you need for Sulphurous. That's what I got confused. I got my son Pal World last night. Boy's been playing the crap out of that game. Looks fun, but I can't get into Pokemon. Not my thing. Yeah, the Librams are... Yeah, I know the Librams are. And that's Dire Maul. Freaking runs it. But isn't there a cheaper way to do it? I forget. Isn't there a way you can donate? Or do you have herbalism? There's something... I can't quite remember what it was now. If you had tailoring or herbalism, something along those lines. Where am I going, anyways? We don't have the flight path for Duskwood yet, which I need because if I ever want to run Kara again. Yeah, I was leading a Kara run the other day. I don't know how I got in charge of that one because nobody knew what the hell they were doing. And like, dude, it's been 3 years, 4 years maybe since I've been in Kara. Like, I remember what the hell I'm doing. Then we failed at chess because nobody knows how to play chess. Both the diamonds off the market, put it for 80 each. Man, fuck it. People will buy that stuff, I'm telling you. Pristine black diamonds. What's another thing that sells usually pretty well? You can even sell the fire. Can you sell fiery core? Yeah, the fiery core is the lava core, blood of the mountain. I think those actually sell well as too. I think you need those for sulphurous as well. Oh god, what else is there? I need to do a ZA run. I need more, or ZF. Or not ZF. I need ZA. I need Zul'Aman runs. I need a second account so I can start doing solo. And again, I also need feral gear to be able to do that. I didn't realize there was a RS 25 and a ICC 25 heroic today, or I would have signed up for that in guild, but oh well. Gives me more time to work on the house today. Need a healer for Bane of the Fallen King in aiming full run, please. 910. Oh, they want a Resto Shaman. You don't need a Resto Shaman. You need a Restoration Druid. Or just somebody who has fucking brains. I'm not saved to 10 ICC this week. Darkshire, we're going to pay for the flight path here, and then we're going to go get the one on STV. Oh, I need to do dumb side quests yet. I need to do, Noggin Fogger quests. Still have yet to do that. I need to do, something else as well. What's my go-to gold farm? Go-to gold farm is always going to be potions. Like I said, potions is going to be go-to for me every single time. I'll potion master. I'll get a third druid eventually leveled, and I'll just run potion master on it, and then I'll run herbalism, since druids can just stay in flight form and farm herbs. But once you have enough gold, you can manipulate the auction house. The best times to manipulate the auction house, to resell, sell, etc. January to February, when reset happens, and then immediately from after reset till about, I don't know, it's usually till about early May. Excuse me. Nope, wrong one. Those are the best times to manipulate the market, because the market seems to settle in after May until, I don't know, there's usually a goofball. Things get a little goofy around holidays, November, December. The marketplace gets a little unstable, I've noticed. Either that, the prices just reach extreme heights, and it makes it not... You're better off just waiting to the squish. Because by then the market's recovered and things are returning to like the crazy high prices that they were before the squish. But come January, usually whenever they make the announcement on the gold squish, is when I start buying out the market. And then just waiting. About 2 to 3 weeks before squish, I'll corner 2 or 3 things in the market, like mana potions. Oh my god, the one year, ask Saleya, the one year me and her were up late night. Because Saleya will control other aspects of the market. I always did the potion part of it. And I bought out every single flask of speed. I had, I think, an entire guild tab. An entire guild bank, I should say, with all the tabs bought. I had bought it completely and had stuffed it full of potions of speed. Like, it was just a retarded amount. I had so many I didn't know what to do with all of them. It was ridiculous. Yeah, haste pots, runic mana potions, speed pots, wild magic. That's what I always cornered. That and Lich Bloom. Those were my go-tos. But... and then I'd always do oddball stuff. The pristine black diamonds. You know, you could farm those weekly. Like, I'd always join any group that was doing old school stuff. I'd run my own. Hey, looking for more Molten Core. I always ran the old stuff, too, because people are always looking to get in on that. They want, especially Paladins, they want their Tier 2 Judgment set, you know. So it was usually pretty easy to find a group and just run it. So I'd sell Elementum Ore, pristine black diamonds. Oh, the cores for Molten Core, because you needed those for, I believe, the quest for the Legendary Maze. So there was always something that you needed to do. So you're running BWL, Molten Core. I ran ZA weekly. Aren't the classic? If I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe Warmane has changed this, but don't classic raids, don't they reset every like 3 or 4 days instead of every week? If I remember correctly. Most people are buying small stuff, but I bought most of the transmog shit and sold them for like 2 or 3 times more than what they're. Yes, there's another thing. If you know what people are usually transmogging, you can resell those things for high price too. That is a good way to make gold. But farming that stuff is kind of really inconsistent. Like, you can farm the mobs where that stuff drops from, but man, it's really just, for the time sink that you're going to put into that, it's not really worth it. At least not in my opinion. If you happen to come across it, if you're farming, if you're just out in the world, sure. But actually going and farming that stuff, I wouldn't bother with it. To me, that's too much time wasted. You gotta look at time equals money, right? So how much time are you spending to get that money? So if you're spending 2 hours to farm something that's going to cost, I don't know, or something that you're going to gain 1,000 gold on, versus me who's going to spend, I don't know, 2 minutes at the auction house and still gain the same amount of gold, like you just wasted 58 minutes. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, your gold per minute is way lower than mine. Mine's much higher. And that's, you gotta look at time as money. Farming stuff, like, it gets to the point where I don't even farm Icethorn. I strictly will only farm Lich Bloom, because Icethorn's just so prevalent. I don't know if you guys farm Herbalism. You fly around Storm Peaks, Northrend, whatever, or Ice Crown. There's plenty of Icethorn. There's a reason for that, because most of the farmers, like myself, we just ignore it and just go for the Lich Bloom. Yeah, I think the biggest thing with making gold on Warmane is you have to have gold to begin with. You have to have a sizable chunk of gold to really control aspects of the market. I mean, like I said, I was sitting at 33.5 million gold. I don't know what Soleil is at, but there was another guy. His alt was named Cleveland. I still don't know who that was to this day, but he used to run. If Soleil used to control, I believe she was buying out BOEs. She would control that side of the market. I control the potion, and Cleveland controlled everything else. Like, that motherfucker had everything else. Primos, BOEs. That dude owned, well, not BOEs. He owned everything. Mithril, like all the stupid in between stuff. That dude had bank after bank after bank after bank after bank alt. He would control everything, which is fine by me. I just didn't want to make my gold and go away. You know, having 33.5 million gold was good enough for me. That motherfucker probably had, I don't know, 250,000 or 250 million. He must have had way more than what me and her ever had combined. That motherfucker controlled a lot of the market. Oh shit, I went the wrong way. I always do that. I hate getting this flight path. Where are you at, you little bitch? There you are. Most annoying flight path to get in World of Warcraft Classic, by far. I think that's all of them. I know I've got up to EPL. I don't have the Ghostlands one yet for ZF. I have all the rest of these, so we're in good shape. Eastern Kingdoms, I have most of the flight paths. It's the Kalimdor that I'm missing quite a few of them. If I find a decent raid, I'll join it. I don't think we finished that Ani 25 the other day, so if there's an Ani 20, or maybe I'll host an Ani 25 today, I don't know. I want to do a 3D Sarth today, I know that much. Just gotta find people who aren't idiots to do it with. Yeah, everyone skips Icethorn. 1.4 mil is getting there. Is skinning worth it? No. Skinning's not worth it in my opinion. Like, yeah, there's stuff that's stupidly priced, but It's because nobody's doing skinning. Like, you could just make a skin... Like, go have an alt and just make him, like, a gatherer alt. This is why I say, everybody needs to have a druid gatherer. Or druid alt for something, like, just for farming, druids are the best. By far. Get a druid and just go make them a farming alt. They can stay in form, get this, get that. Zip in, zip out. Here I am struggling to buy fast flying for my alt, and we're talking about millions of gold. Yeah, it is a little bit annoying. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I don't fuck with the Primo market, because the Primo market, you can go to the vendor, and what is it? 23 badges, if I remember correctly. 23 badges get you what, one Primo? 23 frost badges. Everyone can do that in the game. So it's like everybody, every single character, every single account, they can all farm primos. There's too many people being able to buy them. Like, I don't fuck with the Primo market. It's stupid, because there's people who have been hoarding that shit. There's people who have thousands and thousands of frost badges, and you're trying to piss into the wind by controlling that market. You're never going to control that market. Anything that anybody in the game can have access to just through their own farming, you're never going to control that market. It's not even worth getting into. Like, I would never, my primos, I would give them, I'd save up 2,300. If people remember, I used to save up 2,300 badges. I'd do 100 Primo giveaway. Like, this is when I didn't need frost badges for anything. I had all 4 sets of gear. I didn't need shit. And I would just go and give them away on stream. 100 Primo giveaway. Like, here, just take this shit, because who needs Primos? Like, they're shit. If I make 5k gold. So how do I have 71k gold right now? And I just started playing, what, a month or so ago? 2 months ago? Luckily I started before the squish happened. I did all my quests out in Icecrown and Storm Peaks. I still have the quest lines out there to finish, but the fastest way to make gold and get it like a nice bank up is to just go do chain quests throughout Northrend. Do all the quests you can in Northrend. Between that and all the mobs you're gonna kill and all the graves you're gonna vendor, you can easily get 10k a day if you're dedicated, depending on how much time you're putting into it. I'd say 5 to 10k gold a day just from doing quests in Northrend and then selling all the bullshit you don't need. That's how I made my gold. And then I just went and bought a whole bunch of runic mana potions because they were cheap, and then I resold them this squish for like 6k. I bought them all out for 799 gold, so 800 gold I bought them out for, and then I resold them all for 6k the week before the squish, so I almost made 10 times my gold back. Maybe about, what was it, 7 times? I think so when the squish happened, I still had 3 times the amount of gold that I had prior. Technically. I need to do Razorfen Downs and Razorfen Growl too. I need to get those stupid achievements. I don't know why I'm worried about... Am I really going to go through again and try to get 9k achievement points? You know how long it took me? How many years I spent doing stupid rep factions? Had 40 exalted reputations. Oh my god, I don't want to go through that again. All the reps were all done. All the classic ones were all done. All the TBC ones were all... No, I didn't have... Which one was I missing in TBC? No, I did do them all. Oh, no, I didn't do... No, I did that one too. I had Shattered Sun, I had Netherwing, I had Consortium, I had all these done. Sketties. Oh, I never did finish Ogorilla ones. That's the one I never finished. Wrath, I had them all done. No, I had all but the Kaluk done. I had all but that one done. I need to go farm my Winter Spring Frost Saber mount, though. I need to do that. I do want that mount back. I hate doing that one. I should probably go catch up in Winter Spring. Hola! Hey, Funky, between Best in Slot Druid or H-Pal, which tune I buy Valinar? So we had this discussion last night. Valinar goes on Restoration Druid. So the reason for that is Restoration Druids can proc it much better than a Holy Paladin can. It's not as good on Holy Paladin because Holy Paladins have a very low proc chance because it goes off of heals. So in order to get the Mace has a 10% chance to proc, but you actually have to do healing, right? So who do you think has a better chance to... And your Glyph does not count towards it. So your Glyph of Holy Light, throw that out the window. The only thing that's going to proc it is your Holy Light cast itself. So while you can only cast, Holy Light's 1.1 second cast time, blah, blah, blah. Just let's say it's GCD capped, for the love of God. You're casting it... If the target's over 100% HP... and you're not getting any extra chances. Me as a Restoration Druid, I've got 15 hots out. Wild Growth ticking every second for 6 seconds. That's 6 times 6. That's 36 chances right there on one cast of Wild Growth. And all it has to do is it has to heal for... It doesn't matter if it heals once. As long as it does an actual heal, I get a 10% chance to proc it. Just like Paladin's going to get a 10% chance to proc it. But because my hots tick... and I've got so many of them ticking at so many targets, I have a better chance to proc it quicker, which means I can bring the Mace off of cooldown much faster than anybody else in the game. Holy Paladin, or Holy Priest is probably the second best at bringing it off cooldown. I don't know why am I doing this? I have the flight paths already here. Whatever. I need the flight path to Theramore. I have the one to Mud Sprocket. I should have just flown there. Not this yet, but yes, I am streaming. But Valinar, the difference is in Classic. So in Classic, Valinar has changed. In Classic, it is based off of Spellcast. In retail World of Warcraft and in Warming, as it should be, it is the correct version of how it was back in the day. So you actually have to do a heal to proc the Mace. Unfortunately, right now on Classic, they changed this in Classic to be on Spellcast. So it means anytime you cast a spell, you have a chance to proc it. It made it less useful on Druids, and made it even more powerful. It made it a lot easier for Paladins to proc it, essentially, with it being on Spellcast. So, if you're using Valinar in Classic, it's best in slot for Holy Paladin. It's best in slot every healer. Pretty much, the way they reworked it in Classic. But if you're using it... Oh god, I forget the way to get there, for Christ's sakes. Put 1080 on my stream? I can't. I can't put 1080. I can only go 720 because 1080... It's too pixelated. And I've been trying to figure that out for years on why 1080... Like, whenever I move, it is pixelated. It doesn't matter what bit rate I run at. It doesn't matter if I'm running at 6,000 bit rate. It just goes pixelated when I move. Now, when I'm standing still, sure, it's crystal clear. But as soon as I go to move, it starts to pixelate. And it doesn't matter what frames I run it at. It doesn't matter what I encode it at. It's always going to be goofy. So, 720 it is. Oh, okay. Yeah. Also, if whales decide to sell them, the others who invested small, you're screwed hard because the whales will just come in and buy it out. 10k a day? Well, I'm saying when you're first starting off. Like, if you're trying to get up to gold real quick, 10k a day isn't a bad way to start things off. And then eventually you can grow that from there. What's my name in game? It's funky music, just with the K is, or the C is changed to a K because somebody has my original name. So yeah, there's a lot of businesses you can start small and go big. It is kind of low quality. Seriously? Like even with me running 720? See, it's so goofy. I'm torn between Twitch and YouTube. Maybe on YouTube I can stream at 1080 and it won't be so pixelated. So I tell you what, let me restart the stream. I'll restart it in 1080, but when I'm uploading to Twitch, maybe it's Twitch being Twitch, I don't know. I can restart the stream here in a bit and see if I can't run it in 1080. Because that's what I used to stream in all those years ago, all the years I played, but I have to change the scaling. Let me get to the Dusk Wallow and I'll restart the stream in 1080. Well, the problem was when you compare what Classic was to what is going on now in on private, as far as the old scripts go, we thought that it was going to be like vanilla, where they didn't really touch a whole lot. And in Wrath, they ended up touching a lot of shit, which pissed me off. Just leave Wrath alone. How hard is it? Just leave the goddamn game alone. We want the game the way it was. I don't want your RDF removal bullshit. I don't want you to buff ferals. I don't want you to do anything to the fucking game. I just want it the way it was, the way it ended at 3.3.5a. How hard is that, Blizzard? Just launch it that way. You don't have to touch anything. Just shut the fuck up and walk away. But Blizzard has to, no, we gotta touch this, we gotta tweak this, people aren't gonna like this, they're gonna cry. Shut the fuck up. Release the game at 3.3.5a and just watch. And just sit back. And there's nothing you have to do. You just moderate the realms. And you'll make bank. But no, people are stupid. Blizzard is stupid. They're dumb as shit. And everyone knows it. And they've never learned their fucking lesson. They just can't leave well enough alone. They gotta be touching shit, fidgeting with shit, gotta be butt fucking each other. They just can't leave stuff alone. Nope, nope, nope. God forbid that happen. There's a flight path in... What's a... Holy crap, it's been... I need to get the Syphilis one, too. There's one in Desolace. I have yet to go. I love going to Desolace. That's one of my favorite. Desolace, Ajara, Winter Spring, hell, even Syphilis. Some of my favorite zones. Let's go pick up the one in Syphilis. Just head north from there, I guess. Oh my god, I don't have the one to Ungoro. Great. I feel retarded. I will restart the stream, though, in 1080. So let me be right back. And I'll restart that. We have people who are making Bane Light done runs with item reserve, people who can pay. Yeah, see, I got a problem with people paying for runs. But I'll get back to that here in 1 second.